What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and it appears Carmelo Anthony's dad has been on a rampage, privately messaging people who have been covering this case, and, well, opening himself up to a pretty big lawsuit if what Charleston White has said is true. The whole thing is really bizarre. A lot of people have not been covering exactly what the family's been up to since cashing in nearly $500,000. We know that Carmelo Anthony has his first day in court coming up in 11 days. From what I know, it's going to be a quick in and out, basically a formal reading of the charges. It's possible they could change the bail. They could make him stay. Everything in this case up until this point would indicate that there will be no changes in the potential charges. But I want to share this video, which implicates Carmelo Anthony's dad, as well as some wild lies. So first, I'm going to play a chunk of this. This is a particular account on X is allegedly run by someone who has been arrested for SA and is a creep. So keep that in mind. This says Charleston White apologizes to the Carmelo Anthony after meeting his family and says that he will beat the charges. He also claims that Austin Metcalf attacked his own father and broke his arm. That's what he says. That's why his arm was in a cast. Additionally, Charleston White also accuses the racist influencer Sarah Fields of being the reason Carmelo spelt wrong family had to move, alleging she exposed their home address and was receiving information from staff inside the Collin County court system. That's simply not true. I know for a fact she never addressed, she exposed his address. But let me actually get her response first to this. Unfortunately, this account has blocked me, so I can't respond directly. My reporting is backed by documentation and receipts, all publicly accessible through the Freedom of Information Act. Additionally, reporting comes from police reports and public court records. The statement by Charles White, stated by Carmelo Anthony's dad, Drew Anthony, is an outright lie. No evidence has been shown of these ludicrous claims. I have never made my reporting a race issue, but one of character. Drew Anthony, Carmelo's Anthony, now this is an interesting thing. Carmelo Anthony's dad had sent me terrible Facebook messages, often incessantly in the middle of the night. I threatened to release them publicly if he didn't stop, and he finally did. Now, I would call on Sarah Fields to release them. That is a big claim to make. I'm not saying that she's lying because I've got no reason to believe she is. But if I'm holding the left accountable when they say, well, I got all these threats and I get all this, you should post at least some of them to prove that he was harassing you. The mainstream media released the neighborhood photos after the Anthony family set up the Give, Send, Go, already claiming the funds were partly for relocation. I've received nothing from staff members. If I had, quote, what sensitive information did I even release to the public? Please show me. This is a direct attack on my accurate reporting and the Metcalf family, and it's disturbing. The Anthony family has Dominique have worked hard to silence me, and I'm not afraid, but I'm afraid I have done nothing wrong. Also, his name is Karmelo with a K, not with a C. What's interesting is, Charleston White, in the long form of this podcast, said that Carmelo Anthony should have taken out both of his sons. Sarah Fields says, I listened to the podcast. Charleston White literally just said he should have taken both of your sons. Opinion disregarded. Straight trash. Now, here is part of the clip.
Since I said that, I want to take the time to apologize to Carmelo Anthony's family. Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid.
Do I have a better quality video? I think I do. This one.
Anthony's family.
Yeah.
Man, I was all the way wrong about that kid. I was all the way wrong about that kid, homie.
Yeah, he was just indicted.
I was all the way wrong about that kid.
Now wait till this part.
I met with his father.
Why would Charleston White have met with his father? He also goes on to say that he's met with him like daily. Why?
I've been meeting with his father regularly. I had opportunity to talk, piece him up. He go beat these charges. I was under the impression that he brought a knife to school.
He did. That's the craziest thing. You've been talking to his father. Well, where did the knife come from, Charleston White? And Karmelo Anthony's dad? Did it appear? Was it like particle beamed, like from Star Trek, the Star Trek Enterprise, into his backpack?
So I'm taking a knife to school. Fuck him. He didn't take a knife to school.
Yes, he did. Also, I noticed he's wearing that demonic Balenciaga crap. Just saying. Now, I think Charleston White can be a funny guy. He's no moral compass. I don't think that's his intent. He said some heinous things in the past. But the fact that he said he talked to Karmelo Anthony, his father, is of note here.
He didn't even know these two white boys. Mm-hmm. These two white boys just came over there with him because he was with another kid that knew those white boys. So he a new black kid who he big old white boys, big white boys. He a small frame kid. One of the white boys was on that side, one of the white boys on that side. So either way go, they had him blocked in.
Wrong. He could have walked straight back. He could have walked straight back. At no point does Charleston White address the police report. The police report that claimed he escalated it, saying, "Touch me, see what happens. Touch me, see what happens."
And these some big white boys. These are some big, violent, aggressive white boys who got guns. And not only that.
Now you're claiming they were armed. You claim that the Austin Metcalf and his brother were armed.
The one he killed whooped their daddy. See, the daddy coming into the picture playing like he been around. The dad ain't been around. We would think the black dad ain't around. The white dad ain't around. The mother don't even identify the daddy as the husband. So he must have been an abusive father. He ain't.
First of all, don't know that might be true. The dad might not be in the picture. Second of all, everything this clown is saying right now is going to get him sued. He has claimed as fact that Austin Metcalf broke his dad's arm. He has also stated as fact that Austin Metcalf's dad was abusive.
He ain't been in their life. So he just come and get in the light. He just come and get in the light. So he a low down dirty cracker. His sons are bullies. They bullying on the kid. No, because he black. Get from up under.
Now he calls the kids racist with, again, no evidence whatsoever.
10. Man, y'all tripping. I ain't going nowhere. And they got a reputation of beating up people.
They have a reputation of beating up people. It's interesting I haven't heard or seen any of that. I've seen absolutely nothing to substantiate that.
The one he had to stab, he broke his daddy's ligaments. Big old strong cracker. He should have killed both of them.
Oh, interesting.
He should have killed both them Peckerwoods. With a that's minding his motherfucking business, that don't bring harm to nobody. This kid ain't a bad kid. These bully white boys just fuck with the black baby.
So they're bullies. Again, he makes a claim that they broke their dad's arm. I don't have any information regarding that. Apparently, Karmelo Anthony's dad is out there spreading this information.
So now they're trying to make it about race. No, it ain't about race.
Wait, Charleston White, you just said it's about race.
Justice was served when he killed that cracker. Self-defense. And the reason I say that is, anybody can go see the video. Why do you think the media outlets ain't promoting to go see this video?
They are. There's been 100 articles about that. And actually, nobody can see the video. Everything he is saying here is verifiably false. The video is available only to local reporters who are not allowed to film it, who are not allowed to take pictures, and are only allowed to take physical notes. That is how quote unquote available that video is, Charleston White.
You can go
Dumbass.
up to the school to see it.
No, you
And
can't.
if you go up to the school and see it, we all to see this kid will be found not guilty.
You cannot go up to the school and see this video.
But because it's in an all-white town in Crackerville, and they done made it about race, whoever Sarah Fields is, Sarah Fields, you a rotten motherfucker. And if I just had some time, I would put an army behind this family, but I ain't got time. It's supposed to be an army because Sarah...
Oh, you don't have time. You got time to do this podcast about it.
Sarah Fields and the father and somebody who works for the court have been releasing Carmelo Anthony's family information to Sarah Fields. She's been putting it online, and the white folk been going. So they've been having to move. All those lies made up, they can't even get the GoFundMe money.
Also a lie. First of all, it's a give, send, go, not GoFundMe. Second of all, they themselves have declared they have received the give, send, go money. Everything Drew Anthony has told Charleston White is a verifiable lie. I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's an impulse control thing. I think Karmelo Anthony is a thug who absolutely did bring a knife. I believe he absolutely could have walked away. There is no evidence to the contrary. Now, the court proceedings should bring that evidence forward if we get a trial. To go after Sarah Fields, who's reporting on this, is wild.
So they can't even touch the go. So they just trying to smear campaign, but that's what the cracker do.
No, they have the money, dumbass.
Boy, I wish I could go back to when I was seeing the type of shit. Boy, I wish they could have caught me 3 years ago when I was really on my let's go get the cracker shit. But homie, I ain't got that spirit no more. So I'm saying, why black people ain't rallying around this family as they tried to rally around in the beginning? They are threatening this family. Homie, they keep having to move.
But how do you don't just lose the spirit, bro? It's either you got it or you don't.
No, you do lose it. You do lose it.
So you sold out.
No. You lose it. Everybody loses. Malcolm lost it, homie.
Like what you told me a year ago, you said that losing touch with reality.
You lose the spirit, homie.
I mean, everything this guy has said is a lie. And if I'm Drew Anthony, Karmelo Anthony's father, I would be coming out and saying I didn't tell him this stuff. We'll have to see. This is absolutely wild. Things are only heating up. I hope you're informed by this video. Make sure you leave a like on the video and you subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.